Bandits killed 12 burned houses in Kaduna. Gunmen killed Plateau APC Publicity Secretary. Nigerians decry soaring inflation as staple foods become unaffordable for many households. And on the international scene, Gaza's Nasser hospital completely out of service amid Israeli siege. Hello there, and many thanks for joining us on the news update on Trust TV. I'm Sakir Ibrahim. Thanks once again for joining the news update. And now the news in full. In a harrowing incident in Kajuru local government area of Kaduna State, bandits unleashed a brutal attack on Gindindutse Meikali village, plunging the community into mourning. Reports indicate that at least 9 lives were tragically lost, with 9 others sustaining grievous injuries in the onslaught. Under the cover of darkness, assailants descended upon the sleeping village, unleashing a barrage of gunfire and setting ablaze homes. The marauders torched 14 homes, leaving a path of destruction in their wake. Despite the proximity of a military checkpoint, the attackers operated with impunity, evading any resistance. This incident follows closely on the heels of another brazen attack in the same locality where 6 individuals, including a former director of the Central Bank of Nigeria, fell victim to banditry in Kwasam and Sabunlai communities. Southern Kaduna People's Union spokesperson Josiah Abrax has issued a fervent plea to both the Kaduna State government and security forces to intensify efforts in curbing the menace of banditry, which continues to inflict many communities within Southern Kaduna and its environs. And joining us right now to give updates on the situation in Kajuru local government, we have Daily Trust reporter in Kaduna State, Mohammed Yaba. Mohammed, good evening and welcome to the news update. Yes, can you paint us a picture or bring us up to speed, if you would like, on the most recent developments following the unfortunate attacks which happened earlier in Kajuru today?
Well, thank you very much. Based on the information gathered so far, 12 people were said to have been killed. 17 houses were also touched by the attackers, while 7 people were said to have been injured at the Gindindutse community under under Kufana district of Kajuru local government today. And based on the information we gathered, that the incident happened around 6 a.m. today, when most of the residents were still at home. That was when the attacker invaded the community and then set ablaze some of the houses, in which about 12 people were said to have been burned alive while inside their houses. Like I said, so the eyewitness also confirmed that presently 17 houses were burned, were set ablaze by the attackers. So far, this is the information we have gathered. Then the state government, through the Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arwan, also issued a statement saying that, quoting the state governor, Senator Obasani, to have condemned the incident and also directed the state emergency management agency, FEMA, to, as a matter of urgency, assist the affected communities in Kajuru and Igabi local LGS following the raising of some of their houses and valuables.
All right, Mohammed, thank you for that information. Based on the report that was sent in, 9 persons were unfortunately killed, 9 others were fatally injured, and around 14 homes, as at the time of filing the report, were burnt down, among other properties destroyed. So far, is there any information with regards to the victims of this attack? Unfortunately, have those who unfortunately lost their lives been buried? What is the current state of those who were injured during the attack? Are they in the hospital? Are they responding to treatments? What's their current situation?
Well, like I said earlier, presently, as confirmed by the overseer of Kufana district, Mr. Stephen Meikoli, 12 people, not 9, 12 people were set ablaze.
But what is the situation with the victims? Some of those who survived but unfortunately, got inflicted with various degrees of injuries. Are they in the hospital? Have they been attended to in terms of treatment?
Yes, like I said, the 7 injured who were said to have been critically injured were taken to the hospital, while those other people that were displaced ran for safety into neighboring communities. Presently, like I said earlier, the state government has directed the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, to have provided assistance to those who survived the attacks. This is the current situation now.
All right then, Mohammed. Thank you so much for the update. We'll circle back to you subsequently as more developments come up.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and the State Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Sylvanus Namang, has been killed on Saturday in Pangshin town of Pangshin local government area of Plateau State. An official of the party who confirmed the incident said the APC scribe died from injuries sustained in the attack. He added that late Namang was a dependable ally and deeply committed to the development of the APC at the grassroots and state levels, adding that the party is preparing a statement regarding the circumstances surrounding his death. Reports say Namang was gunned down outside his hotel room. So on security, the Oyo State Police Command has arrested 2 suspects who specialize in using human heads and other vital organs for rituals. They were arrested in possession of a human skull at Shaki Town. Here's the report. And residents of Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, have decried the indiscriminate dumping of refuse on drainages and waterways in the city. They described the practice as unpatriotic and called on government to address the menace in order to avert a disease outbreak in the area. Here's the report.
In the early days of this administration, the Taraba state government employed over 400 citizens and charged them to ensure that the streets and waterways are properly cleaned. However, the directives was only implemented for a few months due to non-payment of salaries for more than 6 months. This has led to a return to what was obtainable prior to the appointment, where filth and dirt dot the entire city.
Important of it is, more especially this leather something. You know, people using in putting their property when they go to market and they buy their product. But the difficult part of it is, after using it for some time, they drop them anyhow. By throwing them anyhow, it causes hazard. It is caused a disaster to the environment.
Quite okay. We normally pack the waterways because it's our duty. Is the front of our shops. But at times during the rainy season, when water is passing through the gutter, it normally bring dustbin from nowhere and come and dump.
At a training organized by the Northeast Development Commission in collaboration with relevant ministries in the state, the commission introduced participants to waste recycling methods, which will help in ensuring a clean and healthy environment and also create job opportunities for the unemployed.
Capacity building, enhancing the skills and capabilities of participants to implement effective climate change solutions. Stakeholders engagement, bringing togetherness various stakeholders such as policymakers, researchers, NGOs, community members to collaborate on climate action.
The Taraba State Commissioner of Environment and Climate Change and other relevant ministries promised to collaborate with the Commission to achieve desired goals.
As the custodians of tomorrow, meaning you and I, we are the custodians of tomorrow. So it is imperative that we equip ourselves with the knowledge and skills needed to understand, mitigate, and adapt to the impact of climate change. Your participation in this training program signifies your dedication to making a positive difference in our communities and beyond.
Participants were charged to embrace the initiative for the benefit of the environment and the people at large. And
the stories around cost of living. As Nigeria continues to grapple with the soaring food prices, staple foods have become unaffordable for many households due to the fluctuations in pricing. Yam flour, commonly known as elubolafun, a popular choice in southwest Nigeria, has seen a sharp spike, costing about 200,000 naira per bag, a 25% increase on the previous price just weeks ago. Victoria Tokolo visited flour markets in Lagos for a situation report and found. And amidst growing concern of unemployment and high cost of living in the country, a construction company, Zebra Seed Limited, is building a multi-million naira industrial park in Abuja to create jobs. Speaking to journalists on Saturday, the general manager of Zebra Limited, Nasir Ibrahim, said the industrial park is estimated to create 40,000 jobs when completed. Trust TV's Ibrahim Ismail was there and reports.
The Zebaset quarry site in Abuja is currently a hub for over 1,000 Nigerian workers, supporting families and communities. With a commitment to corporate social responsibility, the company is dedicated to empowering its host communities. Diversifying from real estate to quarry operations, Zebaset Limited is expanding its business portfolio, aiming to generate more employment opportunities for Nigerians through the cutting-edge Abuja Industrial Park. As a prominent figure in the construction sector, Zebaset manufactures the majority of its building materials locally, contributing to the promotion of made-in-Nigeria products and fostering a legacy of self-reliance. While the Abuja Industrial Park is still in its developmental stages, it already provides employment to numerous Nigerians, enabling them to sustain their livelihoods.
We have a very, very big gap in terms of employment and in terms of our economic development. And to our own thinking is there is no way you can have mass employment without actually industrializing your country. And this is the reason why we thought of really creating an industrial park to attract at least 200 other small and medium scale industries, which will generate, jobs for Nigerians, and to which we have an visit of about 40,000 people who work in the industrial park.
The Abuja Industrial Park, which is at 45% completion, covers 245 hectares of land. The mega project has two divisions, the industrial zone and a free trade zone. These two segments of the industrial park is meant for local and foreign investors to operate factories that will produce goods in a quest to promote domestic productivity and discourage importation.
Well, already now we have started talking to a lot of chambers of commerce, and we are talking with our UK counterparts and the Turkish counterparts. We are going to attract them. We are beginning to get some feelers from Siemens, from collaborators like NASCO Foods, who are also coming to show their interest to participate. We have a series of other, and also from the government we are getting some list of people who are trying to come and start their own industry. And by the grace of God, we will really have to expand that very soon.
For the Abuja Industrial Park to thrive, it's evident that the project requires a well-constructed access road. This infrastructure is crucial for the efficient transportation of heavy equipment and machinery to the site, ensuring seamless operations. Moreover, the development of a robust road network will not only support the industrial park, but also stimulate economic growth in Abuja. This in turn will lead to the creation of numerous job opportunities across various sectors, bolstering the local economy. Ibrahim Ismail, Trust TV News, Abuja.
You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Coming up shortly. Nigerians link failing leadership to waning patriotism. This and of course many other stories after the break. Join us again. Thanks for staying with Trust TV, and if you're just joining, this is the news update. Now recap of our major stories. Bandits killed 12, burn houses in Kaduna. The Nigerians decry soaring inflation as staple foods become unaffordable for many households. Moving on now, residents of Makurdi, the Benue state capital, have blamed the declining level of patriotism among Nigerians on the political leadership of the country. Reacting to the recent charge by President Tinubu that the national pledge be recited at official public functions, the residents said the dwindling fortunes of Nigerians due to poor leadership has made many Nigerians lose faith in the country. Trust TV's Jimmy Azande reports.
Arise, O Nigeria's call So help me God.
Despite the numerous challenges facing Nigeria, these residents, for the love of country, say the national anthem and pledge are mandatory for them even without a presidential charge.
So many of them have lost faith in Nigeria. So reciting the national anthem, it looks like a waste of time. They should sing a hymn to God instead of saying that for Nigeria. People are now living like entities on their own. They don't even look about the positivity in this country anymore. So I think that is largely the reason why most people don't even try. But for me, Edo, I really believe in Nigeria. I believe in our leaders. I believe that everything is possible if we are committed to supporting these people do these things right. I know God is going to help us, just like the second stanza says.
The belief of a common Nigerian like me is that tomorrow will be better. So I believe in the pledge. And as a citizen, I am going to be patriotic, serving Nigeria with all my heart. So as a Nigerian, I understand that even when my leaders are wrong, I have to be diplomatic in actually telling them how they are wrong, because a leader is a leader and should be respected in that way. So I do not disrespect leaders. I respect them because I dream to become a leader someday too.
According to others, they are ready to honor the charge of the president, even though many of them will have to learn or relearn the stanzas.
Important to say our pledge and national anthem because it first shows who we are as a country. And also, I think the government should enforce that at any meetings, at any level, even maybe at lecture halls too, people should start by saying the national anthem or the pledge, so we get used to it.
The National Orientation Agency says it is ready to sensitize the public on the way forward.
Plans are in place, according to our Director General who visited the Benue Directorate 2 days back, that plans are in place to sensitize the public massively on the importance of taking the Nigerian pledge and the second stanza of the Nigerian national anthem as a prayer in every public gathering.
Nigeria's president, Bola Tinubu, recently directed that the national pledge be made mandatory at public and official functions after reciting the national anthem. Jimmy Azande, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
And away from Nigeria, amidst intensified fighting and Israeli bombardments, Gaza's Nasser Hospital, the second largest medical facility in the region, has been forced to shut down entirely, plunging the besieged Palestinian territory into a dire humanitarian crisis. According to Palestinian Health Ministry spokesperson Ashraf Al-Qidra, the hospital in Khan Yunis ceased operations early Sunday morning due to a combination of fuel shortages, power outages and sewage flooding emergency rooms. The situation has left medical staff unable to provide critical care, particularly to intensive care patients and those with war-related injuries. With Gaza's hospitals already stretched beyond capacity, the closure of Nasser Hospital further exacerbates the region's healthcare woes. And despite efforts to provide medical care to scores of patients, including those suffering from war wounds, the lack of electricity and staffing constraints have severely compromised treatment options. And that wraps up the news update at this hour. Do well to follow us across all of our social platforms and also catch our live stream on YouTube for more news programs and documentaries. I'm Sakir Ibrahim. Thanks for watching.